The most iconic player of Valorant esports, TenZ, has announced his retirement from the competitive scene. There is so much to say, but please let me start out with thank you, TenZ. It's hard to make this video for a couple of different reasons. First, this came as quite a shock to the Valorant community. From a player that came into Sentinels just as an emergency fill to a two-time international trophy lifting icon, TenZ has always been there. Second, it is genuinely really hard to put into words just how much this one player impacted the Valorant scene. To quote broadcast host Yinsu, "I don't think I've ever been to a global event where other players haven't been excited to meet TenZ. Only a few can match the influence and impact he's had in our game." You could argue it isn't a few, that nobody has come close to him. TenZ started off his announcement video by discussing his recent successes.
Now, obviously, this wasn't an easy decision for me to make, but it is one that I made at the start of this year, actually, where I told myself that this was kind of my last year and I wanted to put my all into this year and just see how it went. Fortunately enough, we were able to kind of claim a trophy in Madrid, so that was pretty awesome.
He said he didn't want to end his career on a low point, but going into Champions Seoul, he had already told his teammates that this would be his last year competing. TenZ said this made 2024 a year to go all out being the best player he could be, even switching roles in the process.
I was a little bit iffy at the start. Definitely playing smokes and getting used to it. It definitely feels not as fun at times. You have to value your life a lot compared to maybe duelists that I was playing before.
And with that out of the way, he took a trip down memory lane.
Kind of crazy to me, just because I never really thought I would get here in my life. I kind of started off as just a gamer who was just playing games for fun. I just joined like teams up until I actually ended up getting on a pro team. Really, I never would have imagined that it would have come to this point in my life where I would say that I was able to become successful.
Anytime I ask a fan who their favorite player is, like 70% of the time they say it's TenZ, which is impressive considering I've spoken to a lot of fans and there are a lot of players. It isn't lost on me that in the last 2 years, TenZ has spent a lot of time proving people wrong. I vividly remember in 2023, people were calling for him to be dropped, saying he wasn't performing well enough. But 2024, with a new character and new role he hadn't touched, I don't think there's a single doubter left. To be blunt, is he the greatest mechanical player to ever touch the game? No. Does he have the most trophies and titles? Also no. Close, but no. But he, while playing, has always continued to pull out monumental moments that really only he could get away with. Speaking on a personal level, as a human, Tyson was always incredibly kind to me at VCT Americas and treated me, a nobody interviewer, with respect. In every scene, sport, interest, there is always one. There is one person who rises above the rest and lifts the scene with them. I'm talking about Simone Biles, Mystique Copeland, Michael Jordan, Simple, Faker. You know what I'm getting at. TenZ is that one. Not only is he one of the most accomplished figures of this esport, by virtue of being himself, he exposed so many to this game and forever made it better. For those of you upset with this retirement announcement, I sympathize with you. I really do. This is hard. What I would offer as solace is that Tyson TenZ No is going out on top on his own terms and doing exactly what he wanted to do when we asked him a few months ago, what do you want your legacy to be?
Personally, I just want to be a good influence on people that want to like go pro in the future. I try to be like a good role model because just as like other people that I saw growing up were good role models to me, I kind of want to be that back. So it's like kind of like paying it forward, I'd say.
Tyson, you are more than a good role model. You are a beloved icon who has set so many different standards, not only in-game, but in content creation and just being a person online. I believe the limits of the English language are apparent here because thank you doesn't do enough, but it's a good start.